All behaviors that are a violation of the Student Support and Behavior Intervention Handbook, resulting in any resolution listed in the SSBIH, must be entered into Infinite Campus, including those not resulting in a removal or loss of minutes. Every behavior incident must include at least one event, participant type of offender, and resolution. Bully or harassment incidents also include a victim. Participant types of witness and participant are not utilized. Restraint and seclusion incidents include a response and resolution for each response. This video guides users through the process of creating a behavior incident from start to finish. Let's get started.
To create a new behavior incident, users will first navigate to Behavior Office and then click on the Behavior Management tool. Users will click on New to create a new behavior incident. When entering a new behavior incident, we start by populating the incident detail information. The status will remain as in progress until the behavior incident has been completed with all necessary details. At that point, you will change the status from in progress to complete. The Submitted By area will default to your name if you do not select the person that submitted the behavior incident from the Submitted By dropdown. The alignment defaults to discipline. Leave it as is. Do not enter anything in the title area. It will populate once you select the behavior event. The date and time of the incident defaults to the current date and time. Be sure to modify that to indicate when the behavior incident occurred. Select the appropriate context from the dropdown. Refer to the behavior manual as needed if you need assistance on selecting the appropriate context for the incident. In the Behavior Event Location dropdown, select where the behavior event occurred. There are several items in the dropdown. Again, refer to your behavior training manual if you need guidance on this selection. In the Details box, enter the details of what occurred in the behavior incident. Please do not enter student names. To continue with the behavior incident, to add any students involved as well as resolutions or responses, click on the Add Event Participant button. In the Event and Participant Details window, users will select any events and students associated with the behavior incident. This includes the offender and any victims. Add the offender and any victims to the same event. Do not add a separate event for the victim alone. Select the event type from the dropdown. Here we have selected Horseplay. Refer to the Student Support and Behavior Intervention Handbook for guidance on behavior events and resolutions as needed. The Call Police box should be selected for any of the following instances. The time and date of the call to police should be documented in the resolution narrative. Instances involving a gun, sexual offenses, kidnapping, assault with the use of a weapon, possession of a firearm or deadly weapon in violation of the law, or damage to the property. Do not check violence indicator, school resource officer, gang-related, or court-designated worker. At the bottom, under Participant Details, search for and select the student who you will be adding to the behavior incident. You can search by student number or by name. As you can see here, we have selected Levi Strauss. Levi Strauss has been selected. We are leaving the role as offender. If you create a behavior incident that involves victims, the role is changed on this screen after adding the victim to the incident. The injury box should be selected when an online accident report is entered for the student or employee because of a behavior incident. If injury is selected, enter injury description, check medical service provided if applicable, and add any details as necessary. This screen can include additional details of the incident that will not get printed on the behavior letter as needed for school records. Check the Arrest box when appropriate for the incident. See the training guide for further guidance on the appropriate situation to select the Arrest box. No entries are necessary for charges or civil proceedings. At the bottom, under Add Participant, repeat the steps we just reviewed to add additional offenders or any victims as necessary, or click Save to continue.
Now that we have selected the Save button on the Event and Participant window, we see the event Horseplay has been added and Levi Strauss has been selected as the offender. If we need to add additional students to the Horseplay event, we would simply click on the already added Horseplay event and add the additional students. If adding other events to Levi Strauss to this incident, we can select the Add Event Participant box and proceed to add them. This screen is where the resolution and response is added as necessary. Every event on a behavior incident must contain a resolution. Next, we will click on Add Resolution to add a resolution to this behavior event. On the Resolution Details screen, users will select the appropriate resolution type based on the SSBIH handbook. Some incidents have more than one event, and some events have more than one resolution. If the resolution is a restraint or seclusion, users must also add a behavior response to the incident. Resolution types of full and partial day suspension, bus suspension, ISAP, positive action center, team timeout, and office timeout must all contain a resolution start and end time. This event resulted in a one-day suspension. The suspension was assigned on May 22, 2025. The resolution assign date is when the resolution is assigned and may not be the same day the resolution occurred. The student is suspended for a full day on May 23rd, which begins at 7:30 a.m. and goes through 2:40 p.m. The duration auto-populates and is not an editable field. Be sure to select the appropriate attendance code from the drop-down menu for all ISAP and suspension records. Always select the Behavior Admin from the Behavior Admin staff name dropdown that assigned the behavior resolution. If someone is missing from the dropdown, schools can check the Behavior Admin box in the person's district assignment record to add their name to the dropdown. Enter in any resolution details as necessary, such as when the student can return to school after a suspension or can ride the bus again after a bus suspension. This is also where student referrals to the Office of Student Relations as a result of a district suspension should be documented. Select any students receiving this resolution. If there are multiple students involved in the event, check all students that the resolution applies to. Here, Levi has been selected. To verify that attendance populates appropriately for any suspension or ISAP records, select the Check for Attendance Conflicts checkbox and resolve any conflict. Last of all, click Save. The last step, once all behavior details have been entered, is to click on the status dropdown, change it from In Progress to Complete, and click Save.